What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Miami, where we're still searching for our first win on the mound, despite the fact that we are pitching pretty well. I mean, we have a 1.59 ERA, and despite the fact that we're not picking up as many strikeouts as we'd like, we're still pitching pretty well, and we're getting outs when we need them. Thankfully, we aren't giving up too many runs either. And despite the fact that we are only hitting 147 in the box, we actually picked up our first hit and our first home run in the last video. So I'm really hoping that we can build on that in these next 5 games as we finish out the series against Boston, take on Minnesota in Minnesota, and then have our next start in Game 1 against Milwaukee at home. But again, we do have this game against Boston first that we're going to be taking care of, and let's hope that we can actually take Cutter Crawford down as we're there in the 3-hole, despite the fact that we probably shouldn't be. Again, hitting 147, why would you keep someone like that in the 3 holes? We watched that 12-6 just go right down the middle. That would have been actually a nice one to swing at. Actually kind of at like thigh high. We probably could have given that a ride. Instead, we end up taking that one down the line, but he makes a good play and we ground out to first. But at least we're seeing the ball pretty well. And unfortunately, no one else on our team is. And it's 0-0 here in the 4th, as that is a nice cut. I saw a fastball out of the hand, and obviously swung a little early at that one. That's all right. We got to keep our eyes open for this one, as that is going to be a fastball inside. Great way of mixing up his speeds. Pardon me. Can't talk tonight, apparently. That's all right. 0-2 count. And we end up striking out. Apparently, talking isn't the only thing I'm having a hard time with. But now it's up to us to lead off the 7th inning right here. Still, I'm sorry. It's 2-0 now, unfortunately. And we have to find a way to end up starting a rally right here. Shouldn't be too difficult, am I right? I mean, he's at 62 pitches through 6. Yikes, man. He's actually having a really efficient game. I don't know why our guys aren't taking more pitches, but that's all right. It's up to us to do a couple right here, as it's 1-1 count. And the question is, does he come with an off-speed, or does he bring something in the zone? And that is going to be neither. That is going to be a... Oh, no, I guess that is a cutter. But still, ends up being a base hit right there. We end up getting that through the infield. And thankfully, we do end up starting this inning off with a base hit. Maybe it wasn't a double, but still. We'll take the base hit right now. And that means that the guy at the plate represents the tying run. This one's going to be in the dirt. Yep. We're not going to run, because I'm sure he does end up stopping it, as you see right there. Probably should have ended up going, but realistically, you know, what, we're going to steal, he's going to pop out, as he does right there, and we probably would have been doubled up at first. So, again, probably a smart thing to be able to hold up right there, as Velasquez does not end up getting a base hit. Right now, that's up to Salvi. Come on, buddy. You got us over at first. Don't leave us stranded over here, buddy. We know you got some power. And, unfortunately... No. Okay, no, he does end up beating it out at first. I was going to say, unfortunately, a double play, but not quite. And if we wouldn't have, like, tried to run around him, we might have actually gotten it. But, as you can see, it really doesn't matter at this point. 9-0, as we end up grounding into a double play to pretty much just put a cap on this game. And at least we end up scoring 2, made that one look a little more... No, that's still a really pathetic score. But at least we got a base hit, but when we lose by 7 in a game like that, why does that really matter? The correct answer to that is, it doesn't. So, let's get into this next game. We got a brand new series. Let's put that sweep behind us, and let's hope that we can go out there and do that to Minnesota here. And I don't know if you saw that lineup there, but it looks like this Minnesota team did not trade away all their good players. Well, despite the fact that they still have Buxton. But still, these guys still have Correa. They also end up getting Jazz. So instead of subtracting, they ended up adding, as we end up hitting the pitcher with a line drive. But he recovers, and we are out. But at least we were up 1-0 here in the 3rd. Well, good for him for recovering. It's a good thing for us that he didn't get knocked out of the game. I would have felt pretty bad about that, I'm not going to lie. Even though we were late on his 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Weren't late on that... Oh, never mind. Yes, we were late on that circle change, so I guess I need to swing a little bit sooner? Damn. No, we ain't swinging at a cut that's that high. Come on, I'm not that high to swing at that one. Let's go. 1-2 count right here, 2 outs. Come on, let's elongate this inning right here, as he almost just pegs us in the leg. That would have been really bad. That's alright. 2-2 count means he's got to bring something close. And unfortunately, we hit that close to one of the fielders, And we end up grounding out. But at least we got a chance here at first. Oh, and of course another one that goes through the infield, which means we're probably going to get him at 2. Yeah, I know. Sorry, we get it. And he's gone. At least we can do something productive in this game. Am I right? Now let's go. 2 outs again in the 6th. We're not having anyone with anyone on base, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we're still number 59 on the prospect list. I don't know what happened when we were number 1 at one point last season and how we end up dropping down to there, but I'm not someone who ends up making that list, so I can't do much about it. And you know what? Based on that ground out right there and the way we've been playing lately, I can see why we're not number 1 anymore. And not being able to get base hits leads us to, unfortunately, losing games like this. As it's 4-1, as that is some heat. That is some heat. I was not expecting a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. And, hey, thank God we were... You know, if he would have thrown a fastball there, we would have been late, and that would have been strike 2. Instead, the cutter comes in the zone, and thankfully we end up taking that to the outfield, and that is going to be a single. And honestly, I think we're going to be stealing on this one. Probably shouldn't, but we're going to. Well, it didn't matter because he ended up getting walked, but still, we get +5 for that. That's great to see. 2-2 count. Just don't strike out, Salvi. Come on, buddy. How about a little bomb right here? That does not look like a bomb, but that is going to drop. No. Don't you dare go home. You would have been nailed at home. My goodness. Yeah, we would have been donezo. But here we go. We got bases loaded in the 9th now. Let's go. Ortiz is already 2 for 3 in the game. Why can't he go 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs right here? Well, no, we're not going on that one. I'm not that dumb. Come on. You really think I'd steal home on that one? Well, I've made bad decisions in the past, so I probably wouldn't put that past me. So, I get it. That is going to be... Okay, at least that's not going to be a double play. And in fact, he doesn't make the play over there. Thank you, Correa. And that is going to be a single. And we're only down by 2 now. And unfortunately, this might be the last play of the game right here. We need to get him at the plate or end up picking up the double play as we get it. No, come on, you... Oh, my gosh. That's rough. That is a bad misplay, and I think we just lost now. Well, look, to be fair, they counted that as a base hit, so, can't really blame us there, can you? Okay, yes, it is my fault. And we're on a massive losing streak right now. We need to turn this one around. And why not do it with a guy on first to start the game right here? You know? Get out to an early lead in the top of the first? Why did we swing at one in the dirt? Why did he try to go? Oh my gosh, he was safe. I thought he was donezo. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was donezo on that one. Oh, that was a circle change. That makes sense. All right, let's get ready for the fastball, though. I have a feeling he's going to be throwing that. As he does. And honestly, if I didn't move a damn thing, we actually would have made some damn good contact on that, too. Now 0-2 count. I have a feeling we're going to strike out here. And we certainly do on the fastball up. That's all right. We can be a hero right here. Why not? Let's get him at the plate. Come on. He's only got 32 speed. We got this. Oh, fine. We'll get him at 2. Yeah, we ain't going to get him at the plate. But at least we'll end the inning right there. But we're still down 1-0. So I guess that means it falls on us to be able to get a base hit to start the 4th inning right here. We're early on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. I swear, we swung. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is we need to get ready for something that's going to be closer to the zone so we can actually hit the ball. And that's 2 fastballs down low. And we're just not hitting the ball at all. Man, we're not gonna swing at that one. Pardon me. We're gonna leave that one out. We need to give him something. We need him to give us something a little bit better. Something we can actually drive into a gap. That is not a gap. That is actually the shortstop's glove. That's a ground out. Great way to start the inning. And Jesus Christ, 8-0 in the 6th. What went wrong? Oh my gosh. We're late on that one? Gosh, I apparently was just not ready for the curveball right there. I was on that one, though. I was on that one, and that is going to be an RBI single. Let's go. That's great. I mean, yes, we're down by 8, and that narrows it to 7 now. And that really doesn't mean much, but at the very least, We end up getting a base hit, and we end up knocking a guy in. And that means we end up completing a goal, as that is going to be a double play, and way to ruin any fucking momentum that we had in this game. I mean, that just stifled the offense right there. Well, now we're down 9-2 with a guy on first in the 8th. But we can still be a hero right here. We can narrow it down to a 5-run deficit. That'd be pretty impressive, right? Oh my gosh, we're not going to do that. That will be a fair ball, though. Oh my gosh. How did you turn a double play right there? You guys aren't that good. Maybe that's just my inner White Sox fan, talking right there. But we end up dropping that one 9-2. Feel like we've done that already today. But the good news is we are adjusting to Major League pitching a little bit. At least we're getting base hits now. We ended up picking up an RBI in that one. But we actually need to get a really good base hit in this one. It's been a while since we've hit the ball hard into a gap. Or maybe it just feels that way because I haven't recorded in a couple days. Either way, though, we still want to hit something hard right here. We got a guy in first, 1 out. Why not? Let's at least advance this guy to third, Some kind of base hit right here as we do. But that is right to him. At least we hit it hard this time. How about this time we just don't hit it at someone, Maybe something over the fence. That would be really nice. That doesn't look like that's over a fence. That didn't even have a shot. But can you believe it? We're up 2-0 in this game. With a guy on first. Granted, it is with 2 outs. That's a nice fastball. That's a nice fastball right there. Up in the zone and just clips it. It's one of my favorite spots. God damn it. Funny, because usually when I hit that spot, the ball goes, into a gap or over a fence. Doesn't usually go to the shortstop. Ooh. All right, hi, Duran. Good to see ya. You got traded, too. Surprised to see you still on this team. Let's see if we get a fastball right here. Let's time it up for that. I'm expecting it. That was a beautiful split. Too early. If that would have been a fastball, that ball's gone. But yeah, it just wasn't a fastball right there. Oh boy. Neither was that. That was a nice curve too. Even if we would have let that one go, that would have been a strike. Would have been called the strike at least. 1-2 though. And we swing through this split and we go down. Last opportunity, and honestly, not just for us, but for our team as well, as that is a nice sweeper. I didn't want to swing at it until it was way too late to actually swing at it. That's all right. That's why you get 3 strikes. He almost hits us right there. That actually, wouldn't have been ideal. But still, we would have been the go-ahead run, and we would have been on base instead of standing at the plate, hoping that it gives us something that we can drive. Let's go! That's a base hit. We keep the hit streak going, even though it's not necessarily pretty. But hey, we put the leading run on base, and that's us. Not just that, but we have the heart of the order up anyways. We got the 4-hitter right now, Velasquez. And that does not look like that is going to be a base hit. And he doesn't even advance to third on that. So much for our productive out right there. And now it is all up to Ryan Mountcastle. Let's go, buddy. You're 1 for 4 today, hitting .239. Can you make a difference in the clutch? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He does. He does. Mountcastle goes yard to left. What a great home run and what a clutch situation too. His 4th of the season. And we end up going 8-6. Up 8-6. And see what happens when we end up getting base hits? Things like that happen and we end up winning. That is beautiful. We end up picking up, I don't even know how many wins this season. We haven't seen a win in a long-ass time. That would actually be our 13th win of the season, but you guys got to get ready because we're about to pick up our 14th. Yes, we are 0-1 on the season, but we got a 1.59 ERA. Realistically, we should have a win this season, so let's hope we can pick it up here against the Brewers. Oh, this is definitely not the Brewers team that we see nowadays. Does not have Yelich on the team, but it does have Pete Alonso. Gotta wonder what happened in free agency or during the around the trade deadline. Either way, that is going to be a ground out to second. That's a great way to start the game. Might not have ended up picking up the strikeout on it, but we end up picking up the out. Let's go. Only 2 pitches. Great way to start. Great way to start. Oh, is that going to be 2 outs on 3? No, that is going to be out of play. But still, Great, good for us. Great start to the at-bat as we end up picking up another foul ball. And honestly, I think we go split down and in. Let's see if we can get him swinging on this.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I thought that was going to hit him. 1-2 count here. Let's see if we can get him chasing. There it is. Oh, that was a great pitch, though. That was great. Up and in. Finish him off. Let's go. That wasn't up and in. That ended up drifting out over the plate a lot more than we wanted it to. But we pick up a big strikeout right there. Damn. I'm surprised. I'm still surprised we didn't hit him on that. We're a little low on that split, unfortunately. And we unfortunately push it to a 2-0 count. Not the way we want to start this at bat, especially after getting 2 pretty quick outs. But there we go. He was looking fastball. We gave him the circle change. Thankfully, he swings right through that. Can we do with the fastball now? Beautiful. He wasn't expecting that one. 2-2 count. Let's get him chasing. That's beautiful. I'm surprised he didn't swing. But we can pick it up with the split right here. Let's finish this inning off. Okay, maybe not. Should we go change? I think we're going to go change down and in. I feel that. That looks good. Okay, so it's not going to be the slurve. It's not going to be the change. I think we go split. And then if not split, we go fastball one more time. I think we go fastball one more time. Gone through pretty much every other pitch. Let's go fastball up and in. This time get it up and in. Okay, that wasn't up and in again. Please get there. Thank you. We get out of it. That was a really sloppy last at bat, but still, not bad overall. Well, unfortunately, no one got a base hit in this inning so far, so it's going to be up to us to see if we can extend this just a little bit more. A little bit longer. Let's go. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Abbott, bring it. Well, you brought it. It just wasn't the fastball. Circle change, and unfortunately, we're a little early. Now we got to be ready to catch up to something, but also make sure that we keep an eye out for the off-speed. As you see right there, we end up looking off-speed, fouled off the fastball. It's usually a good 2-strike approach, if I'm not mistaken, as we end up grounding that one to second. And yeah, we don't really help our own cause there, do we? That's all right. That was only 1 inning. There are 8 left. And let's see if we can start this one off the right way by getting Alonso out. Again, really funny to see him in a Brewers jersey. Really not that funny anymore after that one. Yeah. That was a nice hit. God, 450. Okay, you know what? Get that off my screen. I don't want to see this. No, I don't want to see the replay. I don't want to see the replay at all, alright? Let's just pretend that never happened. God, yeah. Can you bring Yelich back to the team instead? I'd rather face him than Alonso at this point. I don't know. 2-0 count. And there we go. At least that is going to be... That's going to be a single. Yeah. They end up counting that as a base hit. To be fair, that one double play we should have had a couple games ago counted as a base hit too instead of an error. So, you know what? I can't be too upset about it. As that ball gets through the infield. Gosh, I thought that was going to be a double play. It's okay. No outs and we've given up 3 hits in a row. I don't know what's alright about that, but... Wow, we can't even pick up the inside fastball. This is going to be one of our worst starts that we've had in a while. Although that one should be a double play. Should have been, but it wasn't. Sosa's just way too fast. Understandably so. And now we have to rely on one more double play. As there we go. Get him at home. You didn't even get the one at second. Okay. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. That was a hard hit ground ball and you didn't get a double play on it. I'm a little upset at that. I'm not going to lie. So let's make sure that we finish this with a strikeout. I'm so pissed. This has been a horrible inning. Just need to make sure that that is not going to be the case going forward. As Lara is the, what did I say, April Rookie of the Month? Yeah, well, we ended up just getting him out right there. Wish it could have been a strikeout to make up for those 2 runs, but We're just going to have to do it in the box. Granted, we have to actually get up to the plate to be able to do that. Instead, we're going to have to make sure that we, I don't know, go as long as we can in this game. Let's see if our offense... Granted, I think that is like the 5th hit that we've already given up today. I don't know how much longer he's going to want to keep us in after that. And yeah, we really need to improve our pitches. In fact, I think with our skill points and stuff that we get, not that we're going to get a ton in this one. With those, though, I think that we need to up the per 9. I think that's probably going to be the right call. It's going to help out with our K per 9 and everything else, too. So thankfully, that's going to be a double play. And we do not have much to worry about here in the 3rd inning. But again, we need to do that. Obviously, we still need to up our pitches and all their stuff too. But one at a time. We don't get a ton of skill points, especially when we play like this. And when the offense doesn't pick up any runs, it's a little difficult to pick up wins. As we go up and in with the fastball on Pete. And yeah, that is a ball. Not great. And Pete just continues to get hits. Yeah, no, that's so rough. That is a great hit, though. Not going to lie. Turn that one inside out and hit that to right field. That's all right. Thankfully, he's not that fast. And hopefully, Fry ends up grounding into a double play right here. If not, ending up striking out. That would be ideal, actually. Not when we don't get the ball in the zone, though. Up and in, though? Yes, sir. Up and in, sets up for the down and away. Not like that, though. I think we go split down and in. Let's make up for it right here. Let's go. All right. We get the strikeout. That's great. But now we got to get that double play right here. Come on, Candelario. Didn't he play? Isn't he on Detroit? Or was he on Detroit? I don't know. Honestly, I don't keep track of the Brewers that much anymore. But either way, though, cool to see him here. It'd be even cooler if he'd end up grounding into a double play, as that's going to be a foul ball. And honestly, finish with the split. Okay, what do we do to get him here? I think we go change up down and away. Get him chasing. Yes, sir. He ends up going down. Now we got 2 outs. We don't have to worry about a double play. Let's just get out of this one. Nice to see us picking up more strikeouts. But, yeah, those 2 runs in the 2nd inning were a little rough. That would have been even rougher. Great play by the ball person. Yet again. Dude, they're Gold Glove, man. Can we put them at first? Or at short? Or anywhere on the infield? Because we could really use some improvements. As we end up striking out Sosa with a fastball right down the middle. Surprised he didn't take that one for a ride. Speaking of which, it'd be really nice to give one a ride right here. As 2 outs here in the 4th. We are not doing much as a team offensively. Granted, I am not surprised. But still, it's okay. Again, there's plenty of game left. We can always end up picking up the win. At the very least, we just need to not pick up a loss. As that sweeper drops in for a strike. It's okay, though. That wasn't the pitch we wanted to swing at. We wanted one kind of like that. As thankfully, that is going to end up being a single. Not the strongest hit by any stretch of the imagination. But we end up getting on base. That's great. Oh, no. Don't you dare try to pick over here. You really think I'm going to steal second on this one with 2 outs and an 0-2 count? You bet your ass I am. And that is going to be a line out to left. Here I thought that we might have actually gotten a base hit there. And we could have potentially gone from first to third. But honestly, even if that would have dropped, we would have got thrown out at third. So at least we're not the one to blame to end the inning. Well, let's go. 1-1 count here. Let's see if we can get Perkins out. We really want to cruise through the bottom of the order right here. We really do because, again, we're going to have to face the top of the order, and we prefer not to do it with guys on base. Let's go. That's beautiful right there. Whew. That is 4 consecutive strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken. And again, after a couple games where we didn't pick up many, that is a good feeling. That is a really good feeling. Let's see if we can just keep it up. That is not keeping it up. As a base hit to center. And now we're going to have to get that double play. Granted, again, it's going to be against the top of the order. against one of their fastest players right here. Let's make sure he doesn't get on base. If we can pick up a strikeout here, that'd be even better, realistically. 2 straight fastballs, and he didn't know what was coming to him. He's got 2 home runs in his last 3 games. How many strikeouts? Apparently not many, because he didn't swing at that one. There it is. Boom! That split looks beautiful. And that is another big strikeout right there. I think we're starting to find our groove a little bit. Yes, we did give up 2 runs and a home run to Pete Alonso, but hey, you know what? We've kind of settled down since then. I'm kind of proud that we haven't let this game really get out of control. Yeah, we really weren't changing up our look to the plate at all, so yeah, that's on us for letting him steal. 2-1 count anyways, so let's see what we can do to get him out. And there we go. It's going to be a ground out to second, and we get out of the 5th. But apparently Coach does not have faith in us to go for the 6th. Despite the fact that we ended up finding our groove there. But again, he ends up bringing in Soriano, and I have a feeling we're not going to be in line for a win. And what did I tell ya? 2-0 here in the 7th, but no outs. And we got a chance to start a rally and save ourselves from a loss. Does that add the distance? You bet your ass it does. Where the hell was that earlier in the game, jackass? Yes, I realized I was getting mad at myself on that one, but that's okay. So, 4-3 now. At least we're, I hope, off the hook for the loss. Just depends on when those runs ended up coming. I really hope that we end up scoring in the 7th, again, just to be able to go up. Either way, though, Milwaukee's up 1 right now, and we need to find a way to at least tie it up. So let's see what we can do right here. Let's even get another off-speed right in the zone. And there it is. What did I tell you? We needed an off-speed right in the zone. And we tied up with our 2nd home run of the game. Again, where the hell was this when we were actually pitching? Either way, though, that's our 3rd home run of the season. 2nd of the game. And we end up tying it up here in the 8th. And it looks like we end up finishing the job. As apparently, I don't know what the hell ended up happening. But it looks like he ended up giving up another run. And let's go. We end up winning 5-4. And thank God we don't end up picking up the loss. Wish we could have picked up the win. But one thing that does take the sting out of it is 2 home runs there to be able to help the team. Just would have been nice if we could have helped the team when we were on the mound as well. But again, we'll have a chance next time. I should have stayed on the calendar. And it looks like that next time is going to be against Cincinnati. Again, at home. So it'll be a nice chance to be able to get another start at home. But again, quickly for the tools. Obviously we can't up everything on the per 9. So here's what we're going to do. We end up going up for the K per 9. We need to go hits. And we go home runs. Never mind, because we don't have enough for the home run. So we'll do hits and strikeouts. That brings us up to an 86. However, one other thing that I really want to upgrade here as well, and it is going to be a part of our pitching, is going to be that big game, being able to up the stamina. Again, we really want to go deeper in the game than just 5 innings, and I understand we had a lot of pitches in that one, especially considering the fact that we had a really rough 2nd inning. But at the same time, I want to go deeper in games, and upping the stamina is going to lead us to that a little bit quicker. So again, we didn't end up picking up our first Major League win. It is still a little elusive to us right now, but we'll end up doing it next time against Cincinnati. I have a lot of faith. Again, we end up picking up a lot more strikeouts in that one than we have in many other games. I think that was 6 in a matter of 5 innings. And if we can continue that against Cincinnati, again, I have really high hopes. The fact that we ended up picking up 2 home runs in that game as well and saved ourselves from a loss is really awesome too. But again, we really want to make sure that we do that when it counts, especially when we're on the mound, to be able to help ourselves too. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to get on and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.